The Premier League is back with a bang. Liverpool have just kicked off the Premier League, beating Bournemouth 4-2 at home at Anfield, and what a game it was from start to finish, end to end, like a basketball game. It was 2-0 Liverpool, then it was 2-2 Bournemouth, and then it's 4-2 Liverpool. What a game. Premier League is back, football's back, the world is healing. But before we get into the video, please could you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure you never miss a video. I'm doing match reactions for every single Liverpool game this season. So let's get into it. How did the first game of the Premier League start? And it started how everyone would have expected. VAR abomination. Because 13 minutes into the game, Ekitike is pretty much on the halfway line. This Bournemouth defender hits off his knee and then he swipes to the ball, and it's not a handball. He makes contact with it, it swipes it, it's not a handball, and apparently, yeah man, nothing happened. Free kick Bournemouth actually. Yeah, we'll go free kick Bournemouth instead because that just didn't happen. The referees are ass and they continue to be ass game after game, year after year. Nothing's gonna change. There's no point talking about VAR or the referees because this is how it is on the first game of the season after how many promises over the summer. How many? We're gonna fix this. This is now being implemented. It's still the same shit people operating it though. That's the problem. The system was never the problem. It's the people operating it. But back to the actual game, and Bournemouth had better chance than Liverpool before the goal. They had that one in the first minute which Semenyo should have scored, let's be honest, and then they had another one as well which they should have scored. And then he arrived. Hugo Ekitike has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Suarez-esque goal with that ricochet. And the finish, by the way, let's not discredit the finish because he sent the keeper the wrong way and calmly slots it the other side. That's a finisher. I was expecting him to miss because I've had 3 years of Darwin Núñez, but no, Ekitike is a natural born finisher. He's here to stay, and the touches he had, everything was sticking to him like glue. He's like, I don't care if you come, bro, you're gonna have to be holding bench because Ekitike is the guy. The way everything just comes around him, he is the centerpiece of this team. I don't want to hear anything else. And then that first half ended off with Semenyo versus Kerkez, man, because that was a battle that took over the game. And Kerkez lost, let's be honest. He was in rush a few times on him, missed him once with a slide tackle, got the ball cleanly another time, and then another time he just slides into someone, completely missing the ball, yellow card, and he was dangerous the whole game, Semenyo. That is not the kind of winger you want to make your debut against. A big, powerful, strong, quick, good at football, good with his feet winger. He's one of the best route wingers in the Premier if this game didn't show it already. Because moving into the second half, Liverpool started strong. Gakpo with a lovely goal, by the way. I think one of his touches was a bit too poor, but then he obviously redeemed it and passed it into that bottom corner. And from then, we were on top. It was comfortable for Liverpool. There was nothing really going wrong. We had control of the game. We were the ones making the passes. We were the ones creating the chances. But then out of nowhere, Bournemouth hit us on the counter-attack. One pass through the middle of our team, and then a ball across the box and Semenyo finished it off. Next thing you know, it's 2-1 and we are under pressure. Because after that goal, Bournemouth came at us time after time after time. They were on top of us for a good 5-10 minutes, and then we had a corner, it breaks off. Semenyo runs the length of the pitch with the ball. He's got options flooding on his left and there's no defenders there, so everyone's thinking he's going to pass it. He just shoots and he scores. Semenyo makes it 2-2. We were so in control of this game, and then it's 2-2. It's flipped on his head ridiculously. That's the Premier League. Semenyo, I want to quickly shout out him, by the way, because he got the racial abuse. The fan I saw has been taken away by the police. Thank God. Why is he shouting a racial abuse at him? Nothing was happening. Obviously, I'm not condemning it anyway, but the guy was taking a throw-in for God's sake. He didn't do anything to, like, I don't get it. He's taking a throw-in, bro. Like, let the guy just take his throw-in. Anyway, he's gone now. Semenyo did his thing. He got his 2 goals. And then we bring on Federico Chiesa, the outcast of last season. The guy who didn't go on to tour this year because he was told he's going to leave. And then suddenly, we've sold a bit too many players and he's now been told he has to stay. Does he care? No. Model professional, because he comes on for Verts and he scores that goal. The winning goal, in my opinion. He won us that game because it was like 90th minute, something stupid like that. Chiesa steps up when needed. The volley was clean, by the way. Shoots that way and it goes that way. I feel like he can be such a vital part to our season this year. We keep him fit. He plays a lot of games. He can be such a good Salah backup. He can start on the wing for us as well. I said it last year. He can start that left wing spot. He can make it his because while Gakpo's good, everyone kind of knows what he's going to do. He's always going to shift onto that right foot and try and get a shot or chip it back post. Chiesa's unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do. He can get that left wing spot very easily this season if he just continues to keep playing and keep doing what he did today. He popped up with such an important goal. And then who else to finish the game off? The man who scored every opening day since he's been in the Premier League, Mohamed Salah. Chases the loosest of balls, by the way. the ball was kicked off to left wing and he's at right wing and he just runs across the pitch in the 95th minute. He's like, I need to score today. I have to score today, because a lot of people were riding on Salah scoring today. Me in particular had £10 Salah goal and he scored. Thank you very much, Mohamed. But he takes the ball, he shifts past the defender on the opposite wing. In his whole life, everyone's been saying Salah can't play left wing. Look what happened if you play left wing. He still cuts in on his right foot, his supposed weaker foot, and he slots it bottom corner while two men are trying to come in on him. That is nuts. And he still slots the bottom corner and we win the game 4-2. What a game. Liverpool, if anything, we're going to be entertaining this season. Defense, fuck that, bro, because that second goal, when I just saw Van Dijk and Konate and just open space everywhere, I was like, yeah, I know exactly how this season's gonna go, because fuck me, we're gonna concede a lot of goals this year. It's not gonna be like last year. We're not gonna be a good structural defense. We're just gonna try and score as much goals as possible. We bought a fucking right winger for right back, for God's sake. Our left back, supposedly the defensive one, was rash as fuck today, but the good news is for Kirkes, the only way is up. He can only improve from today, and I don't think he's a bad player. It could have been the pressure, obviously first game for Liverpool, the big club, he was begging to join. It could have been a bit all too much for him. I don't blame him too tough. But the player I want to speak about today is Ekitike, because Isak is looking like he's still going to join the club. That's happening, but he's shown he can play on the left, he can play up front, he can play in a two-man. Ekitike, no matter what, will be in the starting lineup this season. He's so good. The whole team rolled around him today. He was the central point of the attack. Anything that we played that was good went through him and went through another player that I'll mention in a minute as well. But Ekitike, the way the balls were coming to him, sometimes Van Dijk and Alisson were just clearing the ball up long. He would just be in the right position and touch it down beautifully. Everything stuck to this man like glue. He was insane today. An incredible performance by him. His goal was well taken. The ricochet, he got lucky, and then the finish was exquisite, bro. The finish was cold. He just sends him, boom, little side foot into the bottom corner. Elite finish. And then you saw with this assist as well, cool, it was a 2-yard pass. He gets the ball in the box. He shifts around. He doesn't just stand there and try and shoot. He looks for what is the best option. He's a number 9 with the team player. Does that remind you of anyone? Bobby Firmino, I'm telling you, man. We've got our new Bobby Firmino. He's just taller and he's a bit more strong. Ekitike will be the new Bobby Firmino. He can bring others into play, but more importantly as well, he plays that number 9 off the shoulder and he can get behind, score a goal. So Ekitike, watch out for the space, man, because I think he's going to have a fantastic season. It's 2-2 for us already. And the other Liverpool player I want to touch on today is Florian Wirtz. While he didn't score, he didn't assist, he was still one of the best players in our team today. He was making everything happen. He was dropping from deep, collecting the ball when there's no options on, because Bournemouth's press was fantastic today. And the one thing I like about him is he doesn't like to hold onto the ball too much. He gets the ball one touch pass to McAllister, one touch pass to Szoboszlai, and the team just progresses up the pitch. Whenever we got up the pitch, Florian Wirtz was the centre of it. He was the one making the one touch passes out to the wing. He was coming inside, he was taking players on, and he's very, very aware of what's going on around him at all times. If he's running onto the ball and someone's around him, he'll just use his body, spin around him, and then he'll play someone through on goal. He was unlucky today to not have that goal where he just missed it by the post. He's going to be such an important part of our team. And his off the ball work is incredible as well. He's not a lazy 10. He runs back, he challenges for the ball. He's only going to get better. This is his first game in the Premier League. People need to relax on my man. He's only going to get better. And I just want to talk about Bournemouth real quickly, because this isn't going to be a Liverpool fan page. I am still going to talk about the other teams that have played against us. Bournemouth are very, very good today. They've shown, even though they lost 4 of their back 5, they're still going to be a big problem. And that centre back next to Sensei, whatever his name is, Diakate from Lille, I think it was, he was very, very good today. If that's how you're performing on your Premier League debut at Anfield with no pre-season, they're going to be fine. They've kept hold of Semenyo, it seems like, and he is going to be the driving force of that team. He was incredible today. He was making things happen single-handedly for Bournemouth. It took us 3 players to bring him down at one point. They were just bouncing off him. He's a machine. And then that left back as well, that Kirker's replacement, what's his name, Truffle or something like that. He was very good today, very under the radar. Played a very good game against Salah. I don't think Salah was much in the game at all, to be fair, but when he was, Truffle defended him very well. He got off the pitch when he needed to. And I think Bournemouth are going to be a very exciting team this year. They got a lot of good parts in their team. The only thing is their bench was full of kids. They do need to make some signings. Obviously, they just made 40 mil from Otara. Knowing Bournemouth, they'll invest that wisely around the squad, not just for one single player, because their attack seemed fine today. Evan Nelson is still good. Semenyo is still good. David Brooks was okay. They still have Justin Kluivert to come back. Ryan Christie to come back. It wasn't even their complete team. They're going to be good this year. Probably going to get a top half finish again, which is very good for a team like Bournemouth. But those are my thoughts on the game. What do you think of the first opening game of the season? Are Liverpool going to win the league again? It's not going to be as comfortable as people think. People know that from this game already. We are very susceptible defensively. But that is all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you in a bit, and love.